WWE presents Bragging Rights.
Welcome to the most anticipated wrestling pay-per-view of the year, WWE Bragging Rights. We've got the stars from Raw, Smackdown and ECW all under one roof tonight. What an epic show this is going to be. 101 of course at ringside, a huge main event. We're going to be crowning the debut and first ever Champion of Champions, CM Punk, RVD, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Not to mention we're going to be finding out who truly is the most dominant brand in Universe Mode history. But kicking off tonight's much anticipated pay-per-view, where it's going to be Raw versus Smackdown versus ECW, Kevin Steen versus Justin Gabriel versus Kurt Angle. The three secondary champions from each show on this Universe Mode are going to be competing now in a triple threat ladder match. The winner of this match is going to be getting a World Championship match from their respective brand to use at any time in the future. Justin Gabriel, the first man out. Justin Gabriel has been the Intercontinental Champion ever since defeating Randy Orton back at the Bad Blood pay-per-view. Kevin Steen now making his way to the ring, of course representing the Land of Extreme, ECW. He has been champion now since defeating Jerry Lynn in a controversial match back at ECW's exclusive pay-per-view a couple of weeks ago, ECW Hardcore Reunion. So Kevin Steen, part of the new breed, part of the new version of ECW here in 2013, and Kevin Steen wants to show the WWE Universe and the whole of the wrestling audience in general that he truly deserves to be in the new version of ECW, and he's going to prove that by winning this triple branded ladder match here tonight at Bragging Rights. But last but not least, we've got Kurt Angle representing Raw as War, the current European Champion. Kurt Angle defeated Eddie Guerrero about 6 weeks ago now to originally become the European Champion. So Kurt Angle making his way to the ring. What an awesome match this is going to be to kick off tonight's phenomenal pay-per-view lineup. We have got ECW, Raw and Smackdown all under one roof. This is truly going to be a phenomenal pay-per-view. Kevin Steen, Justin Gabriel locking up early on. Kurt Angle looking on from the side. Oh, Hurricane Rana by Gabriel, taking down the big man Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen, roughly 250 pounds, the biggest man in this contest. And as I've just said, each man in this contest is a champion in their own right. A European champion, a TV champion and an Intercontinental champion. So this is sure to be special, and because this is the most viewer interactive universe in WWE Games history, this match was decided by you the viewers as always. Oh, big spike DDT onto the head of Kevin Steen, but Kevin Steen representing the new ECW straight to his feet. Kevin Steen definitely embodies that true hardcore style, as we are seeing now the first ladder coming into the ring. You can see the briefcase hanging 20 feet above the ring. Again, just to reiterate, the winner of this contest will be receiving a World Championship match from their respective brand to challenge their World Champion anytime over the next 6 months. Justin Gabriel now. He was the first man to climb the ladder, but Kevin Steen quickly pulling him down. Kevin Steen and Kurt Angle now. Justin Gabriel looking on, but finally takes down Kevin Steen. Kurt Angle could have it, no. Justin Gabriel pulling the ladder away. Kurt Angle in no man's land, hanging 20 feet above the ring. This is not going to be pretty for Angle. Angle falling down back first, bouncing off that ladder. Kurt Angle, a broken mess in the middle of the ring. Justin Gabriel and Kevin Steen continue the assault on each other on the right side of your TV monitor, and a big super kick by Kevin Steen onto Justin Gabriel. But as I said before, we have got a truly phenomenal match card for you, the viewers, tonight. We have got that huge triple threat champion of champions matchup. CM Punk, RVD and Stone Cold Steve Austin. 3 champions will enter, but only 1 champion will leave. We've also got a Hell in a Cell match. It is going to be DX's Triple H and HBK Shawn Michaels, the Raw Tag Team Champions, versus the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Outsiders, representing the New World Order. That match is going to be brutal and still to come, just as we have many other classic matches to come tonight. Hopefully together we can make this the most successful pay-per-view we have ever seen in 2013, and a huge spike DDT again, this time onto Justin Gabriel on that steel chair, but somehow Gabriel, the South African native, a spike DDT now onto Kurt Angle. Plenty of spike DDTs in this one. And Kurt Angle not looking great early on, being set for a ride. A bit of irony there. One of Kurt Angle's trademark moves is the German suplex, like we just saw from Justin Gabriel. And speaking of suplexes, a huge belly to belly. What strength and what power by Kurt Angle, lifting the 250-pound man, much bigger than himself. Kurt Angle, of course, making his WWF debut back in 1999. But before that, previously in 1996, Kurt Angle winning the Olympics and becoming the Olympic gold medalist that we know Kurt Angle has today. Currently the only Olympic gold medalist to perform in pro wrestling history. But whether those accolades are going to be helping Kurt pull down this briefcase tonight, we will see. Kurt Angle sending both opponents for the ride, but Gabriel wise to the follow-up, reversing that move into an arm drag. But now Kurt Angle seemingly leaving Gabriel alone for the time being, sending his attention to ECW's Kevin Steen. Reversal. Oh, what a snap power slam. Big snap power slam onto Kurt Angle. This match continues. What a match this has been so far. And for the first time now, we're going to be seeing some double team action. A double team suplex from Kurt and Kevin Steen. That alliance, though, not lasting too long. Kurt Angle taking both men down now. Oh, but running straight into a huge snap scoop slam by Kevin Steen, the former Ring of Honor World Champion. Kevin Steen making his debut in ECW just a few short months ago now, but a successful appearance in the Land of Extreme thus far for Kevin Steen. Of course, a big part of that new breed stable. That stable, they're attempting to get rid of the originals from ECW. And speaking of successful runs, the young Justin Gabriel over on Smackdown has been having arguably the most successful run of his career. He has won many matches, including the IC Championship match when he defeated Randy Orton, former world champion Randy Orton, I might add. His recent title defense coming on Smackdown when Justin Gabriel successfully defended against Dolph Ziggler. That was actually just the previous Smackdown a couple of short weeks ago. Oh, more double team action. Kevin Steen and Kurt Angle again taking down Justin Gabriel. No doubt about it, Justin Gabriel, the fan favourite here tonight at bragging rights. And a huge move by Kevin Steen, but followed up. Kurt Angle from behind with the Olympic slam onto the big man. Kurt Angle now the only man to his feet. Spoke too soon. Justin Gabriel straight up behind him. Kurt dropping the ladder. Oh, and Gabriel spinning him around. Kurt Angle's head bouncing off the steel. But Gabriel misses the follow-up. And now all 3 men are back to their feet, and this match is going to continue. Who is going to be climbing that ladder and pulling down that briefcase for a contract for their respective brands World Championship anytime in the next 6 months? We will find out very shortly, I'm sure, because again, Kurt Angle and Justin Gabriel climbing that ladder, attempting to pull it down, but no, Kurt Angle. Alright, big superplex off that ladder. Holy crap, a superplex off the top of that ladder. Kevin Steen now going for the briefcase, but Kurt Angle is a fair man, does not want to leave Kevin Steen out. A suplex again, this time off the ladder onto Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen and Justin Gabriel receiving superplexes off the ladder by the Olympic gold medalist himself, leaving Kurt Angle open out to pull down that briefcase. Kurt Angle get it. He stumbled the first time. Justin Gabriel now pulling the ladder away again. Kurt Angle for the second time in this match, hanging from 20 feet above the ring. This is not going to end well for Kurt Angle, the European champion, again falling down, crashing down, neck first, spine first, off that ladder. We know from the past, ladies and gentlemen, the issue to Kurt Angle's head of his neck. So that is definitely not going to be good for Kurt Angle in this match, as he is looking to pull down that briefcase and win that championship match anytime in the next 6 months. Kurt Angle still down. Kurt Angle now back to his feet. But Kevin Steen, what a move on to Justin Gabriel. But again, Kurt Angle fighting back. The heart of a champion, the fight of a champion. And now a big Olympic slam for the second time to Justin Gabriel. The fans are going wild. They can feel Kurt Angle is in pole position to put that ladder down, climb it, and pull down that briefcase. And that is exactly what Kurt is attempting to do. He's got his hands on the briefcase, but Justin Gabriel from behind, a big clubbing blow. Oh, but Kurt Angle kicking Gabriel away. Gabriel down to the mat. Kevin Steen, oh, a big uppercut. A huge trademark European uppercut. Kurt Angle putting the briefcase down, and this one is over. Rawest Wars European champion Kurt Angle has defeated Kevin Steen and Justin Gabriel from Smackdown. Kurt Angle winning this huge ladder match, and Kurt Angle winning the right to a World Championship match from his brand anytime of his choosing over the next 6 months. What a huge victory for Kurt Angle, possibly a future World Wrestling Federation champion. Not only that, that means Rawest War is 1-0 up over ECW and Smackdown. But we are going backstage now with the huge arrival of the group simply known as the NWO. Seth Rollins not in action tonight, but is the light heavyweight champion. Of course, every member of the NWO is a champion. We've got Scott Hall, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The other half of the Tag Team Champions, Kevin Nash. They are facing DX tonight. Big Show, the Hardcore Champion, he is going to be facing ECW's Sabu. And last but not least, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk. Of course, Punk, part of that huge Champion of Champions matchup in tonight's main event. But we are moving on thick and fast. More action about to go underway. This match is going to be ECW's Chris Jericho versus Rawest War's Eddie Guerrero. Just to reiterate, Raw so far are 1-0 up in the night. We have got 7 matches. So at the end of the night, we will determine who truly has the bragging rights, who truly is the superior brand out of Raw, SmackDown and ECW. Because we will count up the match wins at the end of the night, and the brand with the most wins will simply have the bragging rights in 2013. Latino Heat though, looking confident as ever. This Eddie Guerrero Chris Jericho feud is the longest feud currently on this universe. A very exciting feud which has produced classic match after classic match. Let's hope this match tonight is no different. But as you saw previously by the graphic, the stakes have been raised. This is going to be arguably the biggest match in Chris Jericho's and Eddie Guerrero's career, because as you saw, this match is a loser leaves town match. So just to quickly sum it up for you, the viewers, the loser of this match will be leaving their brand and leaving the WWE Universe. So who is going to be leaving? Is it going to be Y2J, Lionheart Chris Jericho, ECW's Chris Jericho I might add, or is it going to be the World Wrestling Federation's Rawest Wars Eddie Guerrero? We're going to be finding out very shortly indeed. As I said, this feud has been going on ever since November. These guys have been going back and forth, back and forth. Early on in the rivalry, it was over the European Championship. In the end, Chris Jericho costing Guerrero that championship to Kurt Angle, who we just saw previously. But despite the European Championship not being involved anymore, this feud does continue. In the past, we have seen these two involved in 6-man tag team matches. We have seen these two involved in ladder matches. Most recently on ECW Hardcore Reunion, we saw the pair in a table match, at that time won by Lionheart Chris Jericho. So these two men have been exchanging wins, exchanging losses over the past several months, and it is all going to come to an end here tonight at Bragging Rights. Eddie Guerrero in early control early on. The Irish whip by Jericho. Oh, big snap neck breaker, taking Latino Heat down to the mat. What a match this is going to be. Guerrero currently in control. Irish whip. Leapfrog. Oh, big signature dropkick by Eddie. This match is going to be fast and furious. You can bet on that. Chris Jericho now on the apron. Oh, lion salt onto the outside. A huge lion salt type maneuver. You can see the official in this contest is the Smackdown referee. Each official in tonight's matches has been chosen at random. So just because there is no Smackdown superstar in this match does not mean, as we are seeing, the Smackdown referee is present. Each match's referee is randomly drawn before the bout just to make sure it's completely fair to all three brands here tonight. As I said, we've got 7 matches. The brand at the end of the night with the most wins is going to be crowned the most dominant show in Universe Mode and having bragging rights in 2013. Eddie Guerrero now in trouble. Big drop kick by Y2J. Y2J, the first ever undisputed champion back in 2001. Chris Jericho defeating The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night to become champion. That championship run lasted several months. Along the route, Chris Jericho defeating The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin again, this time individually at the Royal Rumble and No Way Out 2002, before eventually Jericho losing that championship to the returning Triple H at WrestleMania 18. So Jericho full of amazing credentials, and it is going to be hard for Eddie Guerrero to overcome. But Eddie Guerrero in his own right, a former WWE champion. Eddie Guerrero finally winning the big one when he defeated Brock Lesnar in 2004 at the No Way Out pay-per-view. So both men are former world champions. Both men love their wrestling careers, and unfortunately for one of these guys, one of their respective careers is going to be ending tonight. After all, this is a loser leaves tail match, so one of these superstars is going to be leaving the WWE for good. Is it going to be Y2J? Is it going to be Eddie Guerrero? We will find out very shortly indeed. It's been even thus far though, but currently Eddie Guerrero just about in control. We saw this last month. Off the ropes. Triangle drop kick, sending Latino Heat to the outside. Back at ECW Hardcore Reunion, the first ECW exclusive pay-per-view of 2013. We saw that move end the match when Jericho triangle drop kick Eddie through that table. Remember, it was a table match, so that was the winning formula for Chris Jericho on that night. But can Chris Jericho defeat Guerrero for the second straight pay-per-view? Or will Latino Heat come back fighting and send Chris Jericho away once and for all? Was Jericho time not to beat Guerrero, spinning out of it. Pulling Jericho to his feet, and it's that time, guys. Hits 1. Hits 2. Time for the third one. The third vertical suplex. The third suplex of the Three Amigos signature Eddie Guerrero. The fans here at Bragging Rights go absolutely wild. And Chris Jericho has got the walls of Jericho, but Eddie Guerrero has got the lasso from El Paso, and that move is now locked in to Chris Jericho, one of the most underrated but devastating submission moves in wrestling history. That move locked into Jericho, but Jericho, a submission expert of sorts, finding his way out, followed up by a big snap neck breaker. Signature Jericho, time with that double arm backbreaker. We have seen that move over the years, time after time by Jericho. Definitely one of Jericho's best moves in his current arsenal. As is the spinning forearm smash into the cover. A long 2 count, but not quite enough to put Eddie Guerrero down. This match does continue, but Eddie is not looking good at the moment. Jericho hanging Guerrero up on the ropes. One side of the ring to the other. Eddie being hung up over those ropes, but Irish whip. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Oh, reversal by Jericho. 2 count reversal by Eddie, but only a 1 count that time. But Latino Heat quickly taking Lionheart for Jericho down again. Eddie now in control of this one. Big kick to the spine of the first undisputed champion. But again, Jericho with the reversal. These two guys, reversal after reversal. 1, 2. Nearly a 3 count, not quite. What a phenomenal match this has been. Oh, Jericho, nice reversal there, hanging onto the ropes, stopping Eddie Guerrero in his tracks. And now for the second time in this contest, we've got the walls of Jericho locked in. But again, Latino Heat spinning out of it. Irish whip. These two former world champions and former Universal European champions are just going all out in this contest. They want to move by Guerrero. That version was jawbreaker almost over the top rope. And now that could be enough to put Jericho away. Eddie Guerrero for the frog splash. Put Jericho quickly to his feet. Oh, springboard kick. What a move by Jericho. Eddie now on the outside of the ring. And Jericho feeling like he's in control. Talking to the fans, but the fans, even the ECW fans here tonight, all over Chris Jericho. Since being over on ECW, Jericho has had mixed results in 2013. Despite being a member of the Land of Extreme, this feud with Guerrero has continued from Raw to ECW. Again, another cover. Like I said previously, these two guys have had ladder matches, cage matches, table matches, 6-man tag team matches, but it all finally comes to an end tonight. Springboard clothesline by Y2J. Oh, it's time for it. Lion Salt into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, nearly over. Eddie Guerrero kicking out at the last second. Big Irish whip. Oh, ducks the blow. Oh, Guerrero spins him. Backdrop. And Guerrero hanging on. A second backdrop. Oh, into a German suplex. What a series of moves by Latino Heat. The crowd going wild. The former WWE champion can feel it. Guerrero looking for that frog splash. Oh, but doesn't connect. Jericho quickly to his feet. Oh, snap powerbomb into the float over. 1, 2. Oh, nearly over. But Guerrero kicking out again. What a match this has been, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you are enjoying this Bragging Rights pay-per-view so far. It has taken a while, but we have got there in the end. And hopefully it is all going to be worth it, as we just saw a springboard powerbomb sending Jericho onto the outside. Oh, and followed up by a huge throw, a hammer throw into the steel steps. You can see Guerrero, despite being one of the most popular guys on this roster, getting the odd boo tonight. That is because there is many ECW fans here tonight, and despite not being fans of Chris Jericho possibly, they are fans of their brand, they are fans of ECW, they will support their brand until the very end. More trademark Guerrero off the ropes, into the cover. 1, 2. Again, Jericho kicks out. This match just continues and continues. Oh, going for the monkey flip, not to beat Jericho. Count with a big boot. And now back into the walls of Jericho for the 3rd time in this match. And we're not talking about the Boston Crab half-assed version of Chris Jericho's Walls of Jericho. We are talking about the Lion Tamer, made famous back in the ECW and WCW original days. But Guerrero enziguri, and now looking to go back into his own submission move. The lasso from El Paso locked in to Y2J Chris Jericho. Jericho got to be wiping in pain. You can see the knee of Guerrero in Jericho's back, but Jericho out of it again, throwing Guerrero away. A stalemate now, both men locking up. Guerrero, big knee to the gut, Irish whip, leapfrog, and a second backbreaker by the Texas native. And now spinning Jericho around. We're going to be seeing a gory bomb, a move made famous by the Guerrero family generation after generation. Guerrero clearly feels like he's in control, but low blow by Jericho onto Eddie. Oh, breakdown, a breakdown from nowhere, just like we saw last month at ECW Hardcore Reunion. A low blow, a breakdown, and now a lion salt. This one could be it. Oh, and it's over. Chris Jericho has defeated Eddie Guerrero in a loser leaves town match. Therefore, it looks like we are going to be saying goodbye to Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero having a phenomenal career here in the World Wrestling Federation. But it's looking like that curtain is finally coming down for Eddie Guerrero. Unfortunately, that is the way it is going to be. This feud has just gone on and on and on. And in the end, a loser leaves town match was the only appropriate way to end it. And unfortunately for us here on the Universe Mode, that seems to be the last we're going to be seeing of Eddie Guerrero. But Eddie Guerrero's former tag team partner now and best friend Rey Mysterio into the ring. A very sad and emotional goodbye. This looks like it is going to be the last time we're going to be seeing Eddie Guerrero here in the World Wrestling Federation. Despite that sad news, we are going to be continuing tonight's Bragging Rights pay-per-view. Next up is going to be the Hardcore Championship on the line. ECW Sabu versus the Big Show. What is this, Sabu? What the hell, Sabu? Attacking the 500-pounder on his entrance, and I'm guessing we're going to be getting this match underway straight away. This feud has developed over the last several weeks. Big Show attacking Sabu on ECW, not to mention Big Show attacking Sabu's best friend Rob Van Dam on a recent episode of Smackdown, winning this championship from RVD. Big Show, despite that pre-match attack, the 500-pound giant, the self-proclaimed whole effing Big Show, is going to be hard to defeat in this one. The biggest man on this roster of all three brands. And now the Big Show's got a steel chair. That is one thing you do not want to see. A 500-pound steel chair shot onto the head of the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal ECW Sabu. And this one could be ended early, but no, reversal. A huge reversal, a huge DDT onto the steel rampway. So just to confirm the scores on Bragging Rights here tonight, in the opening match of the night, Kurt Angle got the win for Raw as War. So Raw as War going 1-0 up. In the second match of the night, we just saw ECW's Chris Jericho defeat Eddie Guerrero. So Raw with 1 point, ECW with 1 point. Currently Smackdown on 0 points. But the Big Show, of course, representing Smackdown, is going to be looking to change that in this Hardcore Championship matchup. But as I was saying, these two guys, with this feud that's developed over the last several weeks, it's not been a particularly long feud thus far. Just kind of born out of the fact that Big Show has been declaring himself the most extreme athlete in universe-mode history. And Sabu prides himself of being the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal, the most extreme athlete in wrestling history. So Sabu not liking the words from the Big Show, and this feud has just developed. But recently on ECW, Big Show attacking Sabu, chokeslamming Sabu through this table, which has brought us here to bragging rights. Remember, the Hardcore Championship on the line, and an interesting thing about this match is, despite this match being SmackDown versus ECW, the Hardcore Championship is actually a Raw Championship. But remember, due to the fact that the championship was previously defended under 24/7 rules, which actually recently has not been happening because Vince McMahon ordered the championship to go back to his scheduled title defense scenario. But I'm sure 24/7 will return eventually. But for now, at the orders of Vince McMahon, this title has been defended as a regular Hardcore Championship. But as I was saying, this championship is actually a Raw Championship, so it's very interesting to think that this Hardcore Championship is being contested with a ECW and SmackDown superstar. Big Show with the mop, beating the crap out of Sabu early on. This is definitely going to be an uphill task for Sabu. Of course, both these men are former ECW champions. Big Show actually one of very few men, maybe the only man in history, to be a WCW, WWE World Champion and WCW Champion. So big props to the Big Show and his long career. The Big Show, formerly known as the Giant back in the WCW days. He was a member of the NWO back then. He is also a member of the new NWO here in 2013. So Big Show, a former world champion in WCW. He came over to the World Wrestling Federation back in 1999, I believe. And since that time has become a multiple-time World Wrestling Federation and World Heavyweight Champion. So this match is definitely going to be half a Sabu. Big Show, obviously the biggest man in the contest, not to mention the biggest man in Universe Mode history. What is this by the Big Show? Oh, I thought he was going to go for a power bomb at the end. Turning that move into the alley-oop. The alley-oop through the table on the outside of the ring. What a move by the Big Show. The punishment Sabu has endorsed over the last 2 decades has been incredible. You can see by the state of his body, he has just got scar after scar. This man has absolutely butchered his body for the ECW fans. Into the cover, Big Show goes, but not to be. Sabu kicking out after 2. But you've got to question the state of Sabu's body after going through that table moments ago. Oh, a big clubbing slap to the chest by the 500-pound Extreme Giant. Speaking of Extreme, the Big Show has been a former ECW champion. Big Show becoming ECW champion back in 2006, having quite a successful reign before eventually losing that championship at the ECW exclusive pay-per-view December to Dismember. But less on that, into the match we go, and a big reversal by the Big Show. Big arm breaker. And this is not good for ECW. Sabu, a gorilla press slam. Sabu's spine bouncing off that steel chair. This match has not been pretty. Big Show beating absolute crap out of Sabu. Despite the Big Show having a face full of blood, Big Show has definitely been in control of this one. Big Irish whip. Oh, and a huge fall away slam, sending Sabu halfway across the ring. you have got to feel for Sabu in this one. This match could be ending very soon. You can see the chair around the ankle of Sabu, but Big Show in a place that Big Show does not find himself in too often. Oh, a Hurricanrana! A springboard Hurricanrana onto the 500-pound Extreme Giant. Sabu finally getting back into this one. What power by Sabu! Oh, but the Big Show just too big, just too strong out of that move. And now, oh, a huge sidewalk slam onto the chair. But again, Sabu attempting to fight back. Sending Big Show into the corner. Oh, a big front flip kick. Hit to the midsection. Oh, springboard leg drop. What a move by Sabu. Big Show is in trouble. Sabu finally getting some major offense. And you can see Sabu giving everything he has got. Again, more phenomenal strength shown by Sabu. Obviously been drinking the Kool-Aid from Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is actually here tonight, and we'll be hearing from the ECW General Manager later on in the evening. Sabu looking to the heavens, but that has not paid off. Irish whipping a huge 7'2" backdrop. Sabu's head possibly bouncing off that chair once more. Hopefully you are all enjoying this Bragging Rights pay-per-view so far. We opened up the show with a phenomenal triple threat ladder match. That match won by World Wrestling Federation's Kurt Angle. In the second match, we saw another awesome match. This time a loser leaves town match between Jericho and Guerrero. Unfortunately for Latino Heat coming up short, and it looks like Guerrero is gone from the Universe mode. And now the third match of the night, Hardcore Championship on the line. ECW Sabu versus Smackdown's and the NWO's Big Show. This match has been slow paced, it has been unpretty, it has been brutal. Hopefully though, you wrestling fans are enjoying it. We just saw a table being brought into the ring now. And now Big Show sending ECW's Sabu into the audience. You can hear the crowd are almost subdued due to the fact that Big Show has just been dominating Sabu all match long pretty much. But never count out Sabu. He has faced many obstacles in the past, and he is overcoming. What a move by Sabu! Oh, so close to getting the victory there. Sabu has never been the Hardcore Champion, so Sabu looking to become the Hardcore Champion here tonight at Bragging Rights. After this match, we have still got 4 huge matches to come, including the Hell in a Cell match between DX and the NWO, and not to mention the phenomenal main event, the biggest match in wrestling history. CM Punk, Stone Cold, RVD, 3 champions will enter, only 1 champion will leave, and the champion that does leave will be the first ever Champion of Champions champion. But back in this one, the Big Show, a big sleeper hold. Oh, but Sabu again showing strength, sending Big Show for the ride. DDT on the big man. Oh, going for the leg drop again, but the 500-pound giant does not want any part of it. Big Show swatting Sabu away like he was a child, and now Big Show back in control like he has been all match long. A huge headbutt to the face of Sabu. Trash can now. This is not looking good. Big Show putting that trash can down. What has he got planned for Sabu? This is not going to be good for the ECW veteran. Big Show absolutely destroying Sabu, throwing him through that trash can. This has got to be over. Nope, Sabu again continues to get back up. This guy will just not stay down. This man has endorsed so much punishment over the years. I'm not even sure he even feels this pain, or maybe he does feel the pain, and maybe he just simply enjoys the pain. But whatever the case, Sabu is fighting back. Oh, what is this? A big shining wizard made famous by the Great Muta. Also an ECW superstar here in 2013. And now this particular table coming to play for the first time. We saw earlier on in the match Sabu sent for a table. Oh, a big tornado spike DDT. And the Big Show now, despite being in control all match long, looks like he's possibly crumbled the Big Show. Not quite sure what's happened to the Big Show. Big Show not moving too well at all. Sabu going top rope. Can he put Big Show away? Oh, he can. A big leg drop. Surely not. He's done it. Sabu has done it. Sabu is the brand new hardcore champion. Sabu taking that championship back home to ECW. And more importantly, another point for the land of Extreme. But coming up next, guys, we've got an exclusive trailer for the upcoming WWE 2K14.
WWF.
Stop.
What a trailer. That game's looking amazing. That game is going to be available for all consoles coming October 1st, 2013. But moving on, another huge match is up next. It is going to be The Undertaker's Open Challenge. This one we already know is going to be Raw vs Smackdown. And despite The Undertaker not being too happy about it, The Undertaker is going to be accompanied to ringside by the General Manager of Raw, Vince McMahon. And whoever accepts this Open Challenge, they are going to be representing SmackDown, and they're going to be accompanied by SmackDown General Manager Shane McMahon. So with Shane and Vince both at ringside, this one is definitely going to be very interesting. Over the last couple of months we have seen, especially on the SmackDown side, Vince and Shane have been going back and forth. There's obviously a big rivalry there between Raw and SmackDown, but also as far as father and son goes, there seems to be a lot of issues there. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how exactly Shane and Vince behave at ringside, so to speak. But more importantly, guys, who is going to be accepting The Undertaker's Open Challenge tonight? Like I said, it's definitely going to be a SmackDown superstar because this is a Raw vs Smackdown bragging rights match. But who is it going to be? We do not know, but we're going to be finding out in just a couple of minutes' time. The Undertaker nearly ready for this match. The dead man has been on a decent streak over on Raw as well. The former multiple-time World Wrestling Federation champion. But we're about to find out who's going to accept the challenge. Oh, can it get any bigger? Brock Lesnar finally making his Universe Mode debut. It is going to be Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. People have been asking for months now, where is Brock Lesnar? When are we going to see Brock Lesnar? Well, you can see now that time has finally come. Brock Lesnar making his debut, and what a debut match this is going to be. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. We have seen this match 10 years ago. We are now going to be seeing this match in 2013. This is going to be awesome. And as I said previously, Vince and Shane at ringside already getting into it. But ECW referee sending both McMahon to the back. Not surprising there. So Vince and Shane both ejected from ringside. But more on that to come later, I'm sure. But we are already underway. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. What a match this is going to be. This is going to be hard-hitting, slow-paced, drag-out style. These two huge men are going to go all out to determine who is the better man between the two. A big feud has developed previously between the pair in years past, and I'm sure that is going to be no different here tonight. Both men, no love lost between each other, so both men are not going to hold back. This one is going to be brutal. Running DDT by the dead man. Irish whip. Oh, Lesnar going for the ride. A big spine buster by Taker. Oh, but Brock ducks that move. Oh, and Taker walks in to a belly-to-belly by the next big thing. Former Undisputed Champion Brock Lesnar and former UFC World Heavyweight Champion. Not only is Lesnar a pro wrestling great, he is a mixed martial arts great as well. So if anyone can beat Taker, it could be Brock Lesnar. You can hear the crowd tonight. Not entirely sure how to react to Lesnar. There's a few boos, a few cheers. It's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. And Taker over the top rope. Taker sacrificing his body. The veteran of that big senton over that top rope. An awesome move for a man of Taker's size. Going for a chokeslam, not to beat Brock. Not accepting the chokeslam this early. Now sending Taker into those steel steps. And Taker definitely got his match cut out on this one. I alluded to it just before, but these two men have had numerous outings in the past. If we go back now, Unforgiven 2002. Brock at the time was the WWE Champion. A good match between the pair, but after the match, after Lesnar won via DQ, I believe, Taker sending Brock through the Unforgiven sign at the top of the ramp, absolutely destroying Lesnar. And in the following month, Undertaker and Lesnar would meet again. This time, arguably the best match in the series between the two. Taker Lesnar, No Mercy 2002, in a absolutely incredible Hell in a Cell match. By the end of that match, both men absolutely dripping with blood. And in the end, Brock Lesnar showing the world that he really is the next big thing. And Brock Lesnar absolutely destroying Taker and defeating Taker in that matchup. We go forward a year to 2003, I believe. It was No Mercy 2003. Taker and Brock would meet once again, this time in a biker chain match. And for the third successive time, Brock Lesnar actually defeating a dead man. So as it stands, I don't believe Taker has ever defeated Lesnar on pay-per-view. This is the fourth pay-per-view match between the pair, and so far Brock Lesnar 3-0 on the dead man. So Brock definitely the number of the Undertaker. So the Undertaker is definitely going to be eager to put that feud to rest and to finally defeat Lesnar tonight here at Bragging Rights. A great hard-hitting contest this has been so far. Lesnar currently in control. Picking a dead man up. And scoot Simon Taker onto the ropes, dropping the dead man onto the mat. But Taker, the veteran, fighting back. A few big clubbing blows. And a super huge clothesline. This 7-foot monster has done it all in this business. He debuted in the World Wrestling Federation in 1990. So an incredible 23 plus years in the World Wrestling Federation for The Undertaker. Absolutely legendary career. Sure to be a Hall of Famer. But Brock Lesnar is not going to give a crap about Taker's accolades. Brock Lesnar is an ass kicker. Brock Lesnar is a machine, and Brock Lesnar now representing SmackDown. So SmackDown versus Raw. I've said it before, but just to bring you guys up to score. Currently SmackDown are winless in bragging rights. Raw having 1 victory and ECW having 2 victories. But that can all change with over half the pay-per-view yet to come. But Taker gonna go old school. Old school onto Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar sent crashing down to the mat. And Taker gonna be looking to end this one early, signaling for a tombstone. Here we go. Oh, Lesnar showing that strength again out of a tombstone. Reversing that move into the backbreaker. Taker arriving in pain, and you can see Lesnar absolutely going crazy in the ring. Surely he can't left him like this. Yes, he can. Oh, a huge powerbomb. And what strength shown by Lesnar. Holding on. Oh, a second powerbomb. And he's going to get a 3rd consecutive powerbomb. Hanging on to Taker each time. What strength shown by the next big thing. Brock Lesnar going for the F5. Not to be taken out of that move. Into the reverse DDT. Oh, Taker sending him. Crashing Lesnar down with that huge choke slam. This one could be over if Taker gets the cover. Oh, but Brock Lesnar right to the eye of Taker as Taker's about to pick him back up from the tombstone. Another F5 reversal. Irish whip. Taker off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline. Vince McMahon now back at ringside attempting to help the Undertaker. Of course, Vince, the GM of Raw. So Vince McMahon really does need Taker to win this match for him. Handing Taker the chair. Oh, but Taker does not want any part of it. Taker does not want to be helped by Vince McMahon. Taker showing the respect to his opponent. He refuses to use that chair on Brock Lesnar. But I'm not quite sure Brock Lesnar is going to be so respectful for the dead man because the distraction by McMahon. Huge F5 by Lesnar. Taker down. This could be over. One, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar has done it. Thanks to the accidental assist by Raw's Vince McMahon, Brock Lesnar has defeated the dead man, and the dead man still cannot defeat the next big thing. So Lesnar 4-0 up on the dead man, and Lesnar with the first victory for Friday Night SmackDown. And speaking of Vince McMahon, I'm hearing out my ear, Vince is backstage with a microphone. Wow, what a huge challenge from Vince McMahon to his son Shane. Vince challenging Shane to a match in 2 weeks' time at Survivor Series, with the loser of that match to lose their brand. We're about to get the answer now from Shane McMahon. Shane backstage. Oh, but The Rock, Vince's right-hand man, the corporate leader, The Rock, beating the crap out of Shane. We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on this Vince-Shane situation as the night continues. But we are moving on thick and fast. More action coming up now. This time it is going to be Raw's War versus ECW. This one is going to be a huge 6-man elimination tag team contest. Representing Raw is going to be Matt and Jeff Hardy and the Big Red Machine Kane. Representing ECW is going to be Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys, who are actually the ECW Tag Team Champions, and their partner is going to be the man making his way to the ring, ECW original, the Sandman. Sandman with his traditional entrance, beer in one hand, Singapore Kane in the other. You've got to love the Sandman if you're an ECW fan. Sandman, an icon of Extreme, a legend in the land of ECW, and the Sandman is going to be looking to make his mark on Raw as War tonight in this 6-man war. This should be another great match coming up. Hopefully you the viewers are enjoying this pay-per-view so far. If you are enjoying it, then please do show it some support. You guys know exactly how to do that by now. Leave a like, leave some comments, share it on your Facebook and Twitter and so on, and hopefully you guys are really enjoying the show. And Sandman, not in a hurry as usual, finally now into the ring. And here we go, coming up now, the ECW Tag Team Champions, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys, the most decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. The Dudley Boys are not only the current ECW Tag Team Champions, they are former WWF Champions, they are former WCW Champions, former TNA Tag Team Champions, and former Japan Tag Team Champions as well. Dudley Boys, an awesome tag team. And the Dudley Boys are about to resume a long-term rivalry with the Hardy Boys. They're about to come out next. Matt on the left, Jeff on the right. Matt and Jeff Hardy, an incredible tag team in their own right. These two guys are former multiple-time WWE Tag Team Champions, arguably one of the most excited and popular tag teams of all time. Making their name in the WWE back in 1998, involved in that classic No Mercy ladder match along with Edge and Christian. The Hardy Boys definitely rose to prominence in the late 90s and early 2000s. A phenomenal tag team, as I said, multiple tag team title reigns, and probably the most popular tag team of all time. And last but not least, the biggest man in this contest, the 300-pounder, the 7-foot monster, the big red machine, Kane. Kane, another former world champion. Kane originally winning the World Wrestling Federation Championship at King of the Ring 1998, defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin in a First Blood match. Unfortunately for Kane, that reign only lasted a single day, but Kane would eventually become champion again in the mid-2000s when he became World Heavyweight Champion. But here on Miss Universe mode, Kane has been dominant alongside his brother The Undertaker. They have been destroying people left, right and centre over on Raw as War, and Kane is going to be looking to do the same here tonight against the three ECW originals. So Kane and the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys and the Sandman. We are underway. Matt Hardy and Devon kicking off this match for their respective teams. And early on, Matt Hardy sending Devon into his tag team corner. And we're going to be getting some early double team action, Hardy Boys style. Oh, classic Hardy Boys. Double impact onto the Devon. And now Jeff sending Devon into the corner again. Probably not a great move by Jeff putting Devon in his own tag team corner, but still. Devon reversing it. Now the shoulder thrust to Jeff Hardy. Like I said, the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys have had many classic matches in the past, notably in the year 2000. They are all involved in the TLC matches, the ladder matches, the table matches. These two teams are legendary as far as tag team wrestling goes, and it's definitely great to see these two teams locking up again in the year 2013. Jeff Hardy currently in control of Devon, picking Devon to his feet. Irish whip by Hardy. Down under. Oh, nice hip toss. Sending Devon down, followed up by a nice high impact elbow drop to Devon. Tag to the Big Red Machine. Kane now in this one. Remember, this match is a 6-man elimination match. Therefore, as soon as someone is pinned or made to submit, they must lead their team. They are eliminated. They must make their way to the back, and the match will continue until eventually one team has been entirely eliminated. More double team action, and the Sandman with a move out of the Dudley Boyz book. Devon and Sandman doing some interesting double team action, but Kane seemingly wearing a cup. Completely no selling that low blow, and now I would not like to be the Sandman. The Sandman sent down with the scoop slam. Kane off the ropes, and the 7-foot Big Red Machine with that drop kick. Both feet to the face of the Sandman. But Sandman, a former ECW champion, fighting back. And what is this? Oh, what strength showing, a sit-down pile driver. A huge pile driver to Kane. Kane could be eliminated. 1, 2. And Raw as War referee Charles Robinson only getting a 2 count that time. Like we mentioned earlier on the show, each referee in this contest has been picked at random in the interest of fairness for all three brands. Sandman looking to get extreme on the outside. It has definitely not paid off. Jeff Hardy sending Sandman back in the ring. And now Sandman walking in. Huge choke slam into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sandman has been eliminated from his team, so this 6-man now turns into a 2-on-3 handicap match. Kane and the Hardy Boyz taking on the Dudleys, and now Devon and Kane in the ring. Spoke too soon. Devon Dudley sending the Big Red Machine onto the outside. The Dudley Boyz, of course, are the ECW Tag Team Champions, therefore the most extreme tag team on this universe mode currently, so the Dudley Boyz definitely more at home in an extreme environment. We just saw the steel steps come into play, though the Big Red Machine can be extreme in his own right. A former ECW champion on the WWE version of ECW, Kane going top rope, but not paying off. Bubba Ray Dudley at the counter. Oh, and a huge power slam off the top rope, but I think Devon Dudley is the legal man, so referee Charles Robinson sending Bubba Ray to the outside. Devon going for a powerbomb, not paying off. The Big Red Machine reversing that powerbomb into the DDT. Kane signaling at the end, could be here for Devon. Oh, but before Kane can hit the chokeslam, Devon with the big kick to the midsection, and now a huge right hand onto Kane. Devon getting that desperate tag. Bubba Ray Dudley now the biggest man on this ECW team into this contest. Bubba Ray knocking Kane down, knocking Jeff Hardy down. A big slap to Kane. Bubba Ray Dudley, one of the most disrespectful wrestlers we've ever seen in the WWE. Definitely knows how to get under the skin of his opponents and the fans. But it's not exactly paid off so far, because Kane is fighting back, taking Bubba down. And now an Irish whip putting Bubba Ray Dudley, one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions, into the corner of the Hardy Boyz. Matt Hardy tagged in. And now Matt Hardy, Bubba Ray resuming their long time feud. But Bubba Ray, typical heel fashion, right to the eye. Matt Hardy now sent into the corner of the Dudley Boyz. More double team action, that big punch to the ribs, and that is not going to be good for Matt Hardy. You can see Matt Hardy not moving too well. And Devon, in his own right, a very successful wrestler. Here we go. Devon finisher time. That big reverse DDT. Devon testifying for the Dudley Boyz. Can he get the cover? 1, 2, 3. Despite the delay by the referee, Devon Dudley eliminating Matt Hardy. Then Jeff Hardy, Matt's brother, straight into this contest. Jeff Hardy and Devon Dudley are the legal men for the respective team. Devon putting Jeff into the corner. Jeff Hardy now on the top rope. Not a good place for Jeff Hardy. The charismatic enigma is on the top rope and about to be superplexed by Devon Dudley. Nice move by Devon. Into the cover. Only a 1 count that time, but the Big Red Machine, you can see the Big Red Machine, so much pent-up aggression, so much pent-up anger. The Big Red Machine is not the legal man, but refuses to get out of the ring. Referee Charles Robinson, though, telling Kane to get out of the ring, but Kane refusing, and it looks like Kane has been disqualified. So Kane disqualified, Kane has been eliminated. Oh, but Jeff Hardy, Swanton bomb onto Devon. And in quick succession, Devon Dudley and Kane have been eliminated from their respective teams. Therefore, this match is now a one-on-one contest. Jeff Hardy, the single survivor for Team Rora's War, and Bubba Ray Dudley, the sole survivor for Team ECW. Jeff Hardy, Bubba Ray Dudley. Who is going to be the victor in this Raw versus ECW contest? Jeff Hardy looking good so far with that big running bulldog. And now Jeff Hardy going top rope, going to be looking for a swanton maybe. Possibly not. Instead, Jeff Hardy calling Bubba Ray to his feet. Jeff going to be going for a clothesline maybe. Oh, Bubba Ray Dudley with the mid-air reversal. A Bubba cutter onto Jeff Hardy. This one could be over. Victory for ECW maybe. Not to be. Jeff Hardy somehow, someway refusing to stay down after that incredible move by Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray with that awesome Bubba cutter in midair. And Bubba Ray Dudley definitely in control of this one. Jeff Hardy representing Team WWF in grave trouble. Bubba Ray Dudley now going to be looking for a powerbomb. Oh, and he connects. Sit down powerbomb by the big man. Oh, and again, Jeff Hardy just refusing to stay down. Jeff Hardy, the fight of a champion. Bubba Ray going for the car again, not to be. Jeff Hardy. Oh, twist of fate. A huge twist of fate onto Bubba Ray Dudley. Jeff Hardy, one half of the Hardy Boys, representing the World Wrestling Federation, going to the top rope. Oh, and he connects. Swanton bomb into the cover. And Jeff Hardy picking up a huge win for Team World Wrestling Federation. One half of the Hardy Boys has just defeated one half of the Dudley Boys, not to mention one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions. Does that mean the Hardy Boys now qualify for an ECW Tag Team title shot? I'm sure we will find that out as the days and weeks go on. But as far as tonight goes, Jeff Hardy, victory for Raw over ECW. We're going to go backstage and we can see HBK, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, D-Generation X have got a huge match in front of them because it is time for Hell in a Cell. The Outsiders representing the NWO, the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, going to be facing Triple H, HBK, Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X and Rora's War. DX are also the Raw Tag Team Champions, so SmackDown Tag Team Champions versus Raw Tag Team Champions. SmackDown versus Raw is War. Both sets of Tag Team Gold on the line. This is going to be awesome. A Tag Team Hell in a Cell match. Only moments away. So the winner of this match is going to be leaving as both the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions because both sets of Tag Team Gold are on the line. But just to clarify, the belts are not going to be getting unified. The belts will be remaining as individual Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships, but one team will leave with both sets of Tag Team Gold here tonight. We are seeing the entrance now of one of the most iconic wrestling groups of all time, D-Generation X, making their mark from 1997 onwards. We saw DX originally end in the year 2000 before eventually returning to prominence in the mid-2000s. So a great stable as well as the NWO are a great stable, and fans have always asked in wrestling history who is going to go down as the best faction, the best stable of all time. And two of the stable's names that are always mentioned are DX and the NWO. So tonight, is the NWO better? Is the Generation X better? Tonight we will find out. Tonight we will finally have that answer, because D-Generation X meeting the NWO in tag team action for the first time ever here on 101's Universe Mode. This match is going to be epic, and it's just going to be continuing an incredible bragging rights pay-per-view. And we are underway. Referee Charles Robinson again scheduled to this one. Again, just to clarify, the referees have been chosen at random. Just the luck of the draw in regards to which referee these matches get. But as I said, we are underway. DX versus the NWO. Hell in a Cell. This one is going to be incredible. Definitely one of the most anticipated matches on this pay-per-view, which hopefully you guys are enjoying. We are already over an hour long, with roughly 30 plus minutes left to go. Hopefully together we can make this pay-per-view my best pay-per-view to date. So again, if you're enjoying the pay-per-view, then please do show us some much needed support. The more support these videos get, the more regular these videos will be uploaded. But in the action, Scott Hall and Triple H squaring off, Kevin Nash and HBK squaring off. Irish whip on the HBK. Oh, HBK running in to a big boot by Nash. On the other side of the ring, Scott Hall with a super side slam off the top rope. The NWO in early control on this one. This feud originally coming together on the last pay-per-view, Armageddon, because at that pay-per-view backstage we saw Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels having a conversation, and now we know over the last several years that Kevin Nash and HBK are very close friends and were always the best of friends. And at Armageddon, after Triple H got taken out backstage, HBK was all alone to face the Hart Foundation, who were at that time the tag team champions. Well, despite HBK somehow finding a way to defeat the Hart Foundation in that handicap match and become the World Tag Team Champions, Bret Hart obviously embarrassed after that 2-on-1 loss to HBK. So after the match, Bret Hart was about to attack HBK with that chair, when suddenly Kevin Nash, remember HBK's longtime friend, coming out and saving HBK from Bret Hart. At least we thought that was the case, but that wasn't to be, because Kevin Nash taking the chair away from Bret Hart and then from nowhere slamming that steel chair around the face of his longtime best friend HBK, Shawn Michaels. So in that one instance, a long-time friendship was completely ended and destroyed by the NWO's Kevin Nash, and that is basically what has kicked off this huge NWO DX stable feud. And as the weeks have gone on since Armageddon, we have seen numerous DX versus NWO matchups. We have seen matches along the lines of HBK Nash. We've even seen the Outlaws get involved, as well as X-Pac, including on the most recent edition of Smackdown, it was Seth Rollins successfully retaining his light heavyweight championship over DX's X-Pac. But as far as this match goes so far, very even. Currently though, D-Generation X slightly in control. You can see Triple H taking Scott Hall down. Oh, but Scott Hall with a big arm breaker as HBK in the ring, getting the momentum behind him. Several moves on to Kevin Nash, and now Triple H taking Hall onto the outside, but changes his mind and superplexes Hall back into the ring. This has been great so far. HBK just sent into the corner and now followed up by a huge shot reminiscent of Armageddon. Kevin Nash wrapping that chair around the forehead of Shawn Michaels. This match definitely hard to follow. Triple H with another cover. Scott Hall again kicking out of this one. And Kevin Nash on the other side of the ring taking HBK down again. You can see the crowd loving this match so far. And now both sets of superstars on the outside of the ring. Kevin Nash and Triple H squaring off, as well as Scott Hall and HBK squaring off. Remember the history between Scott Hall and HBK. These two guys in the first ever well-known ladder match back in the 1990s over the Intercontinental Championship. That was an incredible match at WrestleMania. But in the ring now, Kevin Nash with Triple H's sledgehammer. Oh, and Triple H fighting back. And a vintage sledgehammer shot to Kevin Nash. And a second one. And a third one. And a fourth one. Kevin Nash being destroyed by Triple H and that sledgehammer. Oh, and Kevin Nash walking in to a classic spinebuster. Kevin Nash is going to be in trouble. Kevin Nash not moving on the mat, but Scott Hall into the ring to at least try and help his buddy Nash. And now all four competitors back to their feet and squared off once again. HBK in the corner, big shoulder thrust by Nash. You can see that sledgehammer still in the ring, and now Kevin Nash going to the outside. What is Big Sexy going to be looking for? Oh, steel chair again being brought into play. We saw a steel chair moments ago. But HBK fighting back. Oh, snapping him down. A big fist drop to the forehead of Kevin Nash, formerly known as Diesel, a former World Wrestling Federation champion, as is 3 of the 4 men in this contest. Scott Hall, the only man in this contest, not a former WWF champion. But Scott Hall still a very successful WWF career in his own right, as we are seeing the Razor's Edge now possibly on HBK. Can he connect with it? Yes, he can. The Razor's Edge onto HBK. Shawn Michaels into the cover. A 2 count, but Shawn Michaels kicking out. HBK, they continue on the assault. And we can see on the other side of the ring, Kevin Nash now Triple H. Nash throwing Triple H into that still again. A big spinebuster almost. Sending Triple H into that Hell in a Cell. And now Kevin Nash going for his famous powerbomb on the outside. A powerbomb, a jackknife powerbomb onto the steel steps. But Kevin Nash leaving Triple H, coming to help Scott Hall in the ring. And now Kevin Nash turning his attention to HBK Shawn Michaels, who, remember, Kevin Nash originally turned on back at the Armageddon pay-per-view. So far, HBK in control of Nash. Big elbow drop. And a second one. But on the outside of the ring, we can see Scott Hall going to the cover of Triple H. But Triple H instinctively kicking out after not only a 1 count. Wow, what an incredible match this has been so far. All 4 men going at it. All fighting to find out who truly is the most dominant faction in WWE history. Is it DX? Is it the New World Order? We will finally find the answer out tonight. HBK has got his leg trapped in that chair. This is not going to be good, but Kevin Nash too slow. Too slow getting to the top rope. But on the other side of the screen you can see Triple H. Oh, a pedigree. Triple H for a pedigree, possibly on that steel chair. Oh, but Kevin Nash saving the day and saving the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. Big forearm smash. And now a big jackknife powerbomb onto HBK into the cover. Is that 3 count? Apparently not. I thought that got a 3 count, but this match does continue. Kevin Nash so close to getting the victory for his team, and now putting HBK on that top rope before punching the life out of HBK, and HBK falling down to the mat. But on the other side of the screen, Scott Hall and Triple H. Scott Hall with that big suplex through the Hell in a Cell. These men have broken out. These men now on the outside of the ring. Scott Hall again going for a cover. But going for that cover in vain. But guys, we can see the Hell in a Cell has been opened up. Therefore, if they wanted to, these guys could take the fight to the outside around the cell, but we will see as this match does continue. Kevin Nash in the middle of the ring. Oh, a thumb to the eye on HBK. And a big clubbing blow, sending the Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, down again. Kevin Nash with that chair and a big steel chair shot to the back of HBK. As Triple H just gives Scott Hall a big DDT on the outside. HBK fighting back though. Signaling to the fans. HBK tuning up the band. Can he connect with it? He can. Shawn Michaels with the sweet chin music onto the chin of Kevin Nash. Scott Hall there not quite getting the cover on Triple H. And now these two men are on the outside of the ring again. HBK and Kevin Nash. Oh, and again, the cell has been ripped open for a second time. Now on the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen, the cell has been completely ripped open. And HBK and Kevin Nash taking advantage of that now. You can see both these men on the outside of the ring as Triple H and Scott Hall continue their own little battle in the inside of the ring. But things are about to get interesting because Kevin Nash and HBK Shawn Michaels are climbing the cell. Now this is not going to be good for either man. Over the years we have seen this has cost superstars their careers pretty much. We have seen Mick Foley thrown off numerous times. We have seen Rikishi thrown off at Armageddon 2000. And this is not good for HBK. Oh, Kevin Nash, holy crap. Holy crap, Kevin Nash sending HBK off the top of that cell through the announcer's table. HBK could be broken in half. We need to get some help out here. We need some EMTs. Kevin Nash with the cover. And as if we didn't already know, Kevin Nash pinning HBK after HBK was thrown from the top of that cell through the announcer's table to the floor. Kevin Nash with the 1-2-3. The NWO's Outsiders have defeated D-Generation X. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall leaving as the SmackDown and the Raw Tag Team Champions. A great victory for the NWO in this DX war. But more importantly, HBK is laying here at ringside lifeless. We need to get some EMTs out here because HBK is in a bad situation. Finally, we're getting HBK some help. HBK now being stretchered out of here, and I'm sure HBK is going to be sent to a local hospital to be checked out. But we've got to move on because we are here. It is main event time. But before main event time, we have got ECW General Manager Paul Heyman in the ring with a few things he wants to say. Paul Heyman supporting RVD all the way. RVD, one of 3 men to compete in this triple threat Champion of Champions matchup. Stone Cold, RVD, CM Punk. 3 champions will enter, only 1 champion will leave. And now let's take a look at a special promo for this upcoming main event.
champions were represented in a triple threat match to determine who will be the champion of champions.
Enter the dark, dance in the park. Enter the dark, dance in the park, dance. Enter the dark, dance in the park. 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 What the fuck? Answer the dark, dance in the park. 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 Sleeping below the sun, hunted, always on the run. In misery, throwing up the history. We await the fire's flame. We're not ashamed. No one's to blame. There will be a rise after the fall. We wait for the sun to rise, and we're the crack which we despise. We're just peasant when we lose it all. Enter the dark, dance in the park. Enter the dark, fucking tomato shrub. And we dance in the midnight moon here around the rebellious sky in the winds of doom. And we dance in the midnight moon here around the rebellious sky in the winds of doom. And we dance in the midnight moon here around the rebellious sky in the winds of doom. And we dance in the midnight moon here around the rebellious sky in the winds of doom. And we're dancing in the midnight land. We're dancing in the midnight land. We're dancing in the midnight land. We're dancing in the midnight.
And the time is upon us. Coming up next, the Triple Threat Champion of Champions matchup. You can see now the official graphic on the screen. That is the belt these three men are going to be fighting for. Remember, these three superstars are champions in their own right. CM Punk is the Smackdown World Heavyweight Champion. RVD is the ECW World Champion. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is the World Wrestling Federation Champion. These three superstars will enter this match as champions, but the two losing superstars in this contest are going to be having their championships stripped from their possession. So as the promo says, 3 champions will enter, but only 1 champion will leave, and that champion will not only leave with their respective championship they've walked in with, but they will leave with the brand new Champion of Champions championship belt. CM Punk in the ring now, and next out is going to be RVD. RVD, the ECW champion, of course. RVD becoming the ECW World Champion back at the exclusive ECW pay-per-view, ECW Hardcore Reunion, just a few short weeks ago. RVD on that pay-per-view defeated Bandman Bigelow, who was the champion at the time, in a brutal tables, ladders and chairs match. And do not forget, as Paul Heyman just stated, the score at Dragon Light between the three brands is tied. So really all does come down to this one single match to determine who really is the dominant brand. This match, arguably the biggest match of all time, due to the champions involved, and this awesome match will hopefully top off an awesome pay-per-view. The third man now, the World Wrestling Federation champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, about to make his way to the ring. Stone Cold becoming champion when he defeated The Rock back at Armageddon. But what is this? Stone Cold Steve Austin backstage. Stone Cold now found unconscious by Brian Pillman backstage. What the hell's going on? Stone Cold is supposed to be in this matchup, and CM Punk attacking RVD from behind. ECW referee in the ring, and it's looking like this match is going to begin as a one-on-one contest. Stone Cold Steve Austin unconscious backstage upon his entrance. We don't know exactly what is going on, but I'll give you guys an update as soon as we hear it. But as it currently stands, Stone Cold, the World Wrestling Federation champion and the third entrant into this contest, is unconscious backstage. He has been attacked. We do not know by who at this point, but this match does go ahead. Currently one-on-one, and we're going to get word on Stone Cold as the match progresses. But RVD, CM Punk in the ring. These two guys produced an awesome Extreme Rules match on last week's edition of Smackdown. In that match, RVD with a huge victory over CM Punk. CM Punk not coming off a particularly good week, because not only did CM Punk lose to RVD on Smackdown, he also lost to Stone Cold Steve Austin on Raw. So CM Punk not with very much momentum coming into this contest, and RVD and Stone Cold definitely with the momentum in their favour. But as it stands, Stone Cold is unconscious backstage, and RVD currently being controlled by World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Remember, Punk not only is the World Champion, he is the leader of the new incarnation of the New World Order. CM Punk debuting some new gold ring attire tonight, possibly a sign of things to come. Does gold attract gold? We will see. CM Punk again pushing RVD away, a big clothesline. What move is this? We've not seen this before by CM Punk. A big electric chair drop, sending RVD down. Punk into the cover. A 2 count early on. I'm still a bit shocked about what we have just seen. We've got no update yet on Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Stone Cold is still backstage unconscious. We've got EMTs with Stone Cold trying to get Stone Cold to regain consciousness and find out exactly what is going on. But as it stands, this match is a one-on-one contest. RVD, what a move by RVD, spinning CM Punk round and round. What a move by the whole effing show. RVD, the ECW champion, and loves ECW with all his heart. RVD, Mr. ECW, and arguably the biggest superstar in ECW history. But CM Punk in his own right, trying to make his mark here on SmackDown. He is the SmackDown World Champion and is looking to leave bragging rights as the champion of champions. RVD and Punk locking up. Big knee to the forehead of RVD, Irish whip. Oh, what a counter by RVD. Into the cover. CM Punk kicking it off the one. RVD kick off the kick. You've got to love RVD's signature kicks. Definitely what we have come to know RVD for, as well as that famous 5-star frog splash and another big kick, this time to the head of CM Punk. RVD on the apron. Punk trying to fight back, but RVD punching Punk away off the ropes. But CM Punk ready for RVD. RVD being sent down to the mat. And now Punk, what is this? Oh, dragon suplex into the cover. 1, 2. CM Punk with some new moves here tonight. We have not seen CM Punk do the dragon suplex too often. But CM Punk, because this is such a huge match, CM Punk giving all he's got to leave tonight as the man, as the champion of champions. But RVD on the top rope. Oh, what a move! German suplex almost off the top rope. Perfect position for the 5-star frog splash. RVD connects to the 5-star. This one could be over. 1, 2. Oh, and RVD second away from becoming the first ever champion of champions champion. But this match does continue because CM Punk kicked out at the last second. And now Punk now, despite being in a bad shape after that 5-star, trying to fight back to RVD. That big drop kick. We can see the forehead of RVD in a bad way. RVD pouring with blood. Not quite sure exactly how he got that cut. But RVD is losing a lot of blood as I speak. That is not going to be good for RVD as this match continues. RVD paying homage to ECW, looking to get a string of that steel chair, but CM Punk does not want any of it. CM Punk does not want any part of RVD. Throwing RVD over those steel steps, and now CM Punk steel chair in hand, and CM Punk showing his extreme side. A big steel chair shot to the cranium of the whole effing show. The current ECW champion. We are still awaiting an update on Stone Cold Steve Austin, but as I'm still understanding it, Stone Cold has sat with the MTs backstage. Stone Cold is now conscious, and we are awaiting more medical personnel to see what exactly Stone Cold's situation is. And RVD just being sent through the barricade into the crowd. CM Punk in control of this matchup, sending RVD through that barricade. RVD could be broken in two after that move by Punk. Here he comes, Stone Cold Steve Austin finally making his way to the ring after being attacked backstage. Stone Cold in the ring, going straight after CM Punk. We've got a question whether the NWO attacked Stone Cold backstage. Guessing by the frustration and anger on Stone Cold's face, you have to assume that's at least a possibility. Nevertheless, Stone Cold finally into this contest. The third man, the World Wrestling Federation champion, beating the crap out of CM Punk once again. RVD, you can see on the outside of the ring, still down from when CM Punk drove RVD through the barricade by CM Punk previously. Oh, big neck breaker by Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is a dream match for many fans. Stone Cold versus CM Punk has been requested by fan after fan. The question, was this match ever going to happen? Well, here on this universe mode, we are making it happen. And Stone Cold has opened up a can of whoop-ass on CM Punk. These two superstars, very diverse from each other. You have got CM Punk, who is straight edge. You've got Stone Cold Steve Austin, who is proud that he is a beer drinking ass kicker. So these two men, polar opposites. And this face off is happening once again. We saw this one-on-one match originally happen on last week's edition of Monday Night Raw's War, and on that time around, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeating CM Punk via the famous Stone Cold Stunner. But here tonight at Bragging Rights, these two men meeting again, triple threat champion of champions matchup. Stone Cold chair shot into the cover. Only a 2 count. CM Punk kicking out. CM Punk currently the longest reigning champion on this universe mode. CM Punk becoming world champion on the original episode of Smackdown back in early November. So a huge long title reign for CM Punk, and CM Punk going to be looking to continue that title reign for as long as possible. Go for the GTS, but Steve Austin does not want to go to sleep just yet. DDT, and now again stomping a mud hole in the ass of CM Punk. Stone Cold going top rope, don't see it too often, but paid off that time. Big elbow drop again into the cover. And again, CM Punk refusing to stay down, but Stone Cold punch after punch. Finally, CM Punk counters it. Big enziguri kick, double chop. Irish whip now, Austin in the corner. And CM Punk going for a signature knee and bulldog combination. Punk finally getting going in this one. Taunting to the fans, taunting to Stone Cold. Gonna go for another GTS. But for the second time, reversal, DDT, this time onto the steel chair. Stone Cold Steve Austin looking great in this match, despite being attacked backstage. You have got a question, is Stone Cold suffering from some kind of concussion because he was knocked out backstage? and that was only a matter of moments ago. So surely Stone Cold can't be 100%, and a knee to the back. What a variation of the backbreaker by CM Punk. But again, Austin refusing to stay down. Austin back to his feet, and now Austin. Signature elbow drop. Oh, but Punk with a low blow. Remember, this is a triple threat match, and in all triple threat matches, there is no disqualification, as of course we've already seen with the steel chair in the ring. But just to clarify, this match has no disqualifications, so anything goes. We can see RVD still on the outside of the ring. RVD slowly getting his senses to him bit by bit, but as it stands, RVD is down. CM Punk, Stone Cold continues one-on-one in the action. These two men now on the outside of the ring. Stone Cold sending CM Punk. Bouncing the head of Punk off our announcer's table. Stone Cold on fire. But maybe spoke too soon, because CM Punk is not the longest reigning champion for no reason at all. CM Punk is a cunning champion. Now going for that championship. But Stone Cold too quick. Countering Punk. Sending Punk now off the post back into the ring. And guys, we can see now at ringside, which Stone Cold has now just picked up, the brand new Champion of Champions Championship belt. One of the best looking belts we've ever seen in wrestling history. Modelled off the former AWA World Championship from the 80s. Punk to the cover again after the belt shot. Oh, Punk so close to putting Steve Austin down for the 3 count. But that belt shot still wasn't enough, and this match does continue. Going for the double knees. Austin spins him around. Oh, here we go. We have not seen this move for years from Austin. The $1 Million Dream onto CM Punk. Stone Cold pulling out some old moves to become Champion of Champions. Going for the stunner not to beat. CM Punk now going for the GTS. Another great reversal. Huge right hand. Another reversal. Reversal after reversal. And now finally CM Punk with that big back suplex, taking the rattlesnake down. And now we know the history Stone Cold has had of that neck and back. So that is a great strategy by CM Punk, but misses the Macho Man elbow drop. Stone Cold stunner out of nowhere. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, and RVD back into the contest. RVD finally getting back to his feet. And now for the first time in this spectacular and huge main event, all 3 champions are now in the ring at the same time. RVD, Stone Cold Steve Austin, CM Punk, World Wrestling Federation Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, ECW World Champion. 3 men, 3 titles. 1 champion will leave. 2 champions will be stripped. Who is going to be leaving as the Champion of Champions? We're going to be finding out very shortly. It could easily be either of these 3 men, because all 3 wrestlers in this contest are amazing athletes and will go down as some of the best superstars in wrestling ever. Oh, GTS. Oh, but RVD. A big spinning wheel kick. Both men are down. RVD going top rope. Who is he going to connect with? Oh, he picked CM Punk. A 5-star onto Punk. 1. Oh, but Stone Cold Steve Austin back to his feet to save the day, saving his own championship. So this match does continue. We didn't think we'd be seeing that, but a double team action. But that double team action did not last too long. This match is fast and furious. RVD sending CM Punk to the outside. A taunt to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wow, what a match this has been. RVD going for the frog splash, but Austin quickly to his feet. And now RVD in a bad predicament. Oh, a Stone Cold Stunner off the top rope. A variation of the Stone Cold Stunner onto RVD. RVD down, but CM Punk onto Austin. Austin not getting the cover. German suplex, but RVD luckily regaining consciousness. Just about break on that pinfall. The fast and furious action continues. Move after move, punch after punch, kick after kick. And we just saw CM Punk take Stone Cold down on one of CM Punk's signature kicks. And now drop toe hold. Stone Cold now the only man to his feet. Stone Cold turning his attention to RVD off the turnbuckle, and a big chair shot, and a chair shot to CM Punk as well, but RVD instinctively to his feet. Remember, RVD, the most extreme athlete in ECW history, is used to those chair shots and was quickly back to his feet. And speaking of extreme, RVD and Stone Cold, oh, a big DDT in a very extreme moment. A double DDT onto that chair. But CM Punk again quickly to his feet, but you can see Stone Cold has got a fire under his ass, and Stone Cold is going all out on CM Punk RVD. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the arguably the most popular superstar of all time, the start of the Attitude Era, arguably the most popular era in wrestling of all time, is beating the crap out of everyone that moves. Back body drop to RVD. Austin is on fire in this match. RVD down. CM Punk now taken down on that clothesline. Austin finally getting stopped in his tracks by RVD, but only momentarily. Stone Cold now sending Van Dam on the outside of the ring. We can see the announcers table, which we managed to fix after that brutal Hell in a Cell match. Remember, HBK was thrown off that cell through the table by Kevin Nash, and we've got another update on HBK, and the update is not a good one. HBK suffering various back injuries, and it's looking like HBK is going to be out of action for some time to come. But back into this match, the biggest match in wrestling history. RVD currently on fire, and another extreme moment sending that chair into the forehead of CM Punk. CM Punk down and not looking good. RVD getting extreme in this Champion of Champions matchup. You can see the crowd loving this incredible main event. And CM Punk turning his attention to the whole effing show. Springboard elbow drop, what a move. And now all three men to their feet. Stone Cold Stunner out of nowhere. Stone Cold Stunner onto CM Punk, and now RVD with that spinning wheel kick. RVD, the only man to his feet. CM Punk and Austin down. Who is RVD gonna frog splash? Oh, what the hell? Big Show. The NWO's Big Show. Oh, sending RVD through that announcers table. Big Show getting involved. The NWO's Big Show getting involved. And now in the ring, Seth Rollins. Stone Cold, CM Punk, both unconscious. Rollins putting CM Punk over the lifeless body of Austin. And thanks to the help of the NWO, this match is over. CM Punk is the first ever Champion of Champions. Not only is CM Punk leaving bragging rights, still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk is leaving bragging rights as the debut Champion of Champions champion. That means RVD and Austin have both respectively lost their World Championships. But the story here, Smackdown have won bragging rights with 3 wins to 2-2, and more importantly, the leader of the New World Order, CM Punk, is leaving bragging rights with all the gold. Good night, guys.